When I was 3 years old, I asked my parents for some cookies and they told me no, but I went to the kitchen anyways and got my little ass up onto the counter and ate some cookies. And when they asked me if I ate the cookies, I told them no. And they knew that I did. So at that point, when I was 3 years old, my stepdad labeled me as a pathological liar. So every time after that, when he thought that I was lying, he would bring that up and be like, well, I know you're a liar because you lied about eating cookies when you were 3. I don't even remember that, but whatever. So my parents would not believe anything that I said, so I would be constantly getting in trouble for shit that I did not do. And it got to the point when I was like around 8 years old when I realized, what's the point in telling the truth if they're gonna think that I'm lying anyways? I'm just gonna tell them what they want to hear. And you know that thing that parents say when they're like, well, if you tell the truth then you're not gonna get in trouble. And they would tell me that. That's the biggest fucking lie I've ever heard in my life. But they would tell me that, and I would hear that as, you want me to tell you what you want to hear. So I would basically get myself in trouble for things that I didn't do. Like, they would be like, did you do this? Tell the truth and you won't get in trouble. So I'd be like, yeah, I did, even though I didn't. I would just tell them what they wanted to hear. So that made me become a liar. So I started hiding things from them. I became a very, very sneaky child. I lied to them about almost everything, so they did not know who I was. They wouldn't let me have any electronics of any kind. So when I was 14, my boyfriend gave me one of his old iPhones, and I kept it in my bra. I hid it from them. And they also wouldn't let me go out to see any friends at all. And so I used this phone to contact my friends and sneak out at night, which you should not do as a teenager. It's very dangerous. And how I did it was, we had this like sliding glass back door that had this weird lock on it that went like up and down, and you could push this little thing in on the other side and like pretend to lock it, so it looked like it was locked but it wasn't actually locked. And so I would do that and I would sneak out. But this one night my mom must have like let the dogs out or something, because when I came back home the door was actually locked. And the dogs heard me inside and started barking, and it woke up my parents, and my stepdad came out with a gun and saw me, dragged me to the patio, held the gun against my head, started hitting me with the gun, calling me a stupid little bitch, a lying piece of shit, all this other stuff. And he burned my clothes in the backyard, and then I was grounded for a whole year. I had to wake up at 5 or 6 in the morning. Every single morning before I could do anything else, had to do an hour of yard work. I hate my stepdad with a boiling passion. I hate him to my core. He made my life hell. Like if you can relate.